Ashton Bach. Craig Gass is our next presenter. Some of you may know him from his role on Sex in the City, where he rode Sarah Jessica Parker to victory in that Kentucky Derby episode. Give it up for Craig Gass.
I'm ready, brother.
Thank you, Meatloaf. I'm a big fan. I loved you in the movie Misery. Look at this dais. It's a virtual who gives a fuck about entertainment. There's more old saggy balls on this dais than are on Rob Halford's chin right now. That's right. Ask your metalhead friends. But I'm gonna tell you something. You can make fun of music that came from the 80s, but for those of you who don't know, there was a lot of great fucking music that came out of the 80s, right? That's right. With a lot of great bands that everybody loved. And none of them are here on this dais tonight. Somewhere in America, there's a county fair with an empty stage. Sorry. I had to say it. So how dare any of you make fun of this great man, my friend, Dee Snider, one of the most powerful voices in all of rock and roll. Granted, he put out an album called Stay Hungry, and the band got fucking bloated afterwards. But how dare any of you make fun of this great man? Scotty Ian, you fucking midget. Anthrax. What a great name for a band that makes people fucking sick. When someone comes to your house and says, hey man, I brought some Anthrax with me, you hope they're talking about the fucking disease. Mick Foley was supposed to be here tonight. He pussed out. Fuck him, I don't care. I don't want to hang out with a guy that wrestles dudes for a living. I'd rather hang out with Jim Norton, who wrestles dudes for fun. There's some dangerous people on this dais. I can probably guarantee you that most of everybody here has dropped acid, or in the case of Jim Norton, looks like they poured acid on his fucking head. Or in the case of Eddie Trunk, has been dropping antacid for 20 years. Jim Florentine, fuck you. Jim does impressions too. I don't know if you're aware of that, but on that metal show, Jim does an impression of a guy who gives a fuck about what Eddie Trunk has to say.
It's very good.
Eddie, I'm gonna go easy on you tonight. I know you're going through a tough time. So, well, for those of you who don't know, they stopped making Twinkies. Penn Jillette, you fucking creep.
I am.
Penn, I know you're a magician, and I guess it is a magic trick to get on Celebrity Apprentice when you're not a celebrity. I know you're a master illusionist, and we all saw you spend the first 15 minutes of the show making laughter disappear in the room. But Penn, you're fucking with a rock god. And you are an atheist.
Yes, I am.
That's right. For those of you who don't know, Penn Jillette is an atheist, which means, obviously, that he doesn't believe in losing weight. Zach Wilde, I'm fucking scared of you, man. I'm fucking scared of you. Sons of Anarchy called. They want you back at the clubhouse. Zach, I saw an interview with you recently where you said that you were talking about your next album. Next album is going to be a departure, which made me laugh because I thought, that's not a departure. A departure is when Ozzy Osbourne says, "Get the fuck out of my band." Lita Ford, you're a hot bitch. Fuck what anybody here is saying. You are fucking hot. Lita Ford.
Waiting.
Lita Ford fucked a lot of famous dudes in the 80s. You think one of them would have helped you with your career? Lita was actually engaged to Tony Iommi, and now we know what happened to his missing fingers. Ronnie James Dio lasted longer with Tony Iommi than Lita did, and they made a better record. But Lita, the thing I always found that was really interesting about her is that she is still the only woman in metal. That's right. Wow. You literally opened the door for nobody. At one time, Lita Ford was managed by the one and only Sharon Osbourne. That's right. And not the lovable, skinny reality show Sharon Osbourne that you all know at home. I'm talking about that fat, sloppy cunt from 1984. And any of you are going to try to get on this stage and make fun of this great man, this powerful vocalist. You're going to fuck with one of the greats. Is he ugly? Yeah, he's fucking hideous. But he's got talent, and he's got stage presence. Does he look like Rocky Dennis? Yes, he does. But who are any of you to judge this great man? You know that Dee and his brothers used to terrorize Baldwin, Long Island. It's true, right? Baldwin, you guys used to... The Snider brothers. Who did sound like? It's like Gilbert Gottfried. All right, I'll do Gilbert Gottfried. The Snider brothers! Terrorizing Long Island. Each one of them uglier than the last. One of them so ugly, he didn't even have a face. They tore his face off, and he just had a giant asshole for a face. Asshole face, they called him. Dumb D and asshole face. Terrorizing Long Island. They say, you know, D, I could handle. Dumb, maybe. But watch out for asshole face. Don't let him breathe on you. Asshole face with his shit breath. Terrorizing Long Island until one day the local people of Baldwin, Long Island said, they grabbed their pitchforks. They had to grab pitchforks because when they used their torches, asshole face would fart and blow them up. They grabbed their torches and said, no, we're not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it, asshole face. I walked into your dressing room 15 years ago in Seattle, Washington, at a club called the Ballard Firehouse. I snuck in and I said, Dee, my name's Craig Gass, I'm a stand-up comedian. And rather than having the common sense to say, get the fuck out of my dressing room, He said, I know who you are. I listened to you on Howard Stern. And you gave me your phone number. And we've been friends ever since. I love you, I respect you, and I'm honored to be here with you tonight. Thank you. I'm Craig Gass. Google it.
Thanks, brother.
Thank you, man.
Awesome.